Well, hey everyone, it's been quite a while since I did a full-blown Blu-ray news video for you guys, so a ton of stuff has been announced over the last several weeks, and we're going to jump right into it with some news from the Criterion collection that The Princess Bride is finally coming back into their midst after they had it way back when on Laserdisc, but now they're giving it a brand new 4K digital transfer with 5.1 DTS master audio, whole bunch of archival stuff poured over from all the previous DVD and Blu-ray releases from MGM, as well as a brand new program about William Goldman's screenplay based on his novel, some stuff about his legacy as well, and the brand new essay put together with lavish illustrations in this wonderfully storybook style presentation of this cloth-bound book. It's going to have all this great artwork, all this wonderful type of stuff, everything you could possibly want, plus a little extra on top of that with all the 1996 stuff from the commentaries you had before, the interviews you've had before, all of Cary Elwes's sort of home video footage he did on location on the film, and a whole bunch of wonderful stuff. So you're losing nothing in this and getting a whole lot of rich type of stuff to put this up on your shelf and show people just how much you so much beloved this absolutely wonderful, enchanting, funny, adventurous, just brilliant piece of cinema. Rob Reiner created just a wonderful masterpiece of filmmaking here, and it's captured the hearts of people generation after generation for over 30 years now, and it's nice to see Criterion taking this time to bring it back in and give it a nice new transfer and everything, so that's definitely up on my list when it's going to be released on October 30th. And Twilight Time is giving us another sort of limited edition release, this time of the Brandon Lee action film Rapid Fire on August 21st, with, I think about 2 weeks prior to that is the pre-order date for this 3,000 limited edition run. It's going to include a new audio commentary with composer Christopher Young and a film historian, plus an isolated music score and the sort of archival featurettes from the old Fox DVD set and everything. So everything you had before, you're getting that, plus some nice stuff here. So this is definitely going to be pre-ordered myself. I'm going to be getting this because bought the DVD a couple months ago, secondhand. Haven't really sat down to watch it, and it's like, I'm going to watch this in HD instead, so going to get my Blu-ray for this, absolutely. I don't know exactly the price point, but you can go up on their website and find out all the details about that and the exact pre-order date, because like I said, 3,000 copies. These things tend to go really fast from Twilight Time, so if you're interested, definitely get on top of it as quickly as possible. And a nice little interesting thing is that Bound from the Wachowskis, this nice little independent erotic crime thriller with Jennifer Tilly, Gina Gershon, Joe Pantoliano, is getting a signature edition release from Olive Films on August 28th with a brand new digital restoration of the theatrical and unrated cuts of the film, as well as a archival audio commentary that was on the Laserdisc like 20 years ago. Whole bunch of stuff where they're going to have a new featurette with the cinematographer, composer, and editor of the film, all sharing their things about the sights and sounds of the film. Brand new essay by screenwriter and actress Guinevere Turner, femme fatales with Gina Gershon and Jennifer Tilly, archival stuff, news stuff, such as interviews with Christopher Maloney and Joe Pantoliano. So they're putting a whole bunch of stuff in there, stuff that hasn't been on some of the previous digital releases of this with DVD and Blu-ray. I've looked at it. A lot of these features have not shown up before, but like I said, like the audio commentary was from the Laserdisc, and they got some brand new stuff here, plus the new transfer. I'm sure there's going to be something to absolutely get for this wonderfully electrifying type of thriller that really launched their career so much and really set this independent scene on fire in a sort of way that has caught a lot of attention at the time, and people have been a big fan of this film for a long time, so seeing it getting this type of treatment is very, very special. And Kino Lorber Studio Classics has announced details for their 4K restorations of Kolchak the Night Stalker and Night Strangler. Going to have very similar features, such as audio commentaries from film historian Tim Lucas, new interview from composer Bob Colbert, some stuff with different featurettes they kind of think they're kind of pulling up from archives or whatnot. And on the Night Stalker, you're going to get a new interview from the film's director and everything, and plus they're having limited edition booklets, newly commissioned artwork, so they're really going all out for this very much a cult television series and cult TV movies that, again, very much influential on Chris Carter creating the X-Files. So if you're a big fan of the series, go back and see what the inspiration was for that. And I know there was at least one time where Chris Carter really wanted to get Darren McGavin to guest on the X-Files to kind of continue that character into that continuity, but things never worked out. But he was definitely a big fan of it, and people who are big fans of it now will be able to get a fantastic new Blu-ray set for it. And of course, we always have a little bit of Scream Factory to talk about, and we're getting some new Steelbooks. Halloween 2 and Halloween 3 Season of the Witch on October 9th will get 4K remasters as well as brand new Steelbook packaging. And on October 28th, Night of the Demons will follow suit with the exact same treatment, with all the exact same features you got on the previous releases, but you're getting new packaging and brand new 4K remasters of the films. And this fall we're going to get Creepshow, which is the sort of anthology horror film collaboration between George A. Romero and Stephen King, which I'm pretty sure got an Arrow video release in the UK, but Scream Factory is giving it a brand new transfer and some exclusive new bonus features, but nothing more has been announced just yet. But people are definitely absolutely clamoring for this release, absolutely. And October 9th will give us House on Haunted Hill, the Dark Castle remake, as a collector's edition release with new transfer and an interview with the film's director, William Malone. And I saw this in the theater back in '99. It's been almost 20 years now, and the film holds up pretty good up to a point. I think the only major flaw in the film is that the ending feels a little rushed and a little underthought. It feels like the film kind of jumps the tracks in like the last 10 minutes and kind of falls off in quality and storytelling, but with the wonderful cast they had there, Jeffrey Rush, Famke Janssen, Taye Diggs, Ali Larter, Peter Gallagher, it's a wonderful cast. It's a really good film up to a certain point, but definitely worth revisiting and definitely seeing what they're going to get for the full collector's edition treatment on this film. October 9th, we'll get that. And coming up very soon, August 14th, is the collector's edition release of Return of the Living Dead Part 2, which is really much the interesting one in this sandwich of a trilogy here, because the first film was so absolutely heralded and acclaimed so much for being such a brilliant piece of horror and comedy and satire and whatnot. And I did my review of the third film last year, which was a very interesting exploration, slightly different tonal type of thing, different things going on in that film, so it's also got its own notoriety. Second film in the franchise has always been kind of the one that's a little bit lost here and there, with a lot of people not having as much of a high opinion of it, feeling it's a little bit retread, not as fresh or energetic as the first film, but clearly it has a cult audience because they're giving it all these new things, including a brand new 2K transfer, new audio commentaries, new featurettes on the effects of the film, new interviews with people all over the place, with the writer-director of the film, new things with the composer, J. Peter Robinson, who end up doing some fantastic scores later on, such as Highlander 3, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and a lot of other good stuff. So, very good composer to get an interview with him. And a bunch of archival stuff with old commentaries, old featurettes, old interviews from different people, such as Tom Matthews and all these different people. So they're throwing everything they can into this thing, as they usually do. So August 14th, if you haven't already thrown it up on your pre-orders, it's coming soon, and you'll be able to enjoy it in just a few weeks' time. And we've got some Ultra HD 4K news for you guys, with the Predator Trilogy finally getting an official announcement from 20th Century Fox, with not a whole lot talked about in terms of how the remastering process went, because it's been notoriously poorly represented on HD discs and everything, with the original master not being very good, Ultimate Hunter Edition being slathered with digital noise reduction, getting people a lot up in arms about that. Pretty much done just to prep it for this 3D release they did a couple years ago. But apparently the iTunes 4K version is a much more pleasing one, with a lot more detail, better color, better brightness, balance and whatnot, so that's gotten good reviews so far, but we'll have to see what the proper reviews of this new 4K Ultra HD disc is going to be. Apparently the 1080p disc is being come to a consensus with fans that it probably is just going to be the Ultimate Hunter Edition version slapped back on there. You're not going to get anything different with that. So probably not, because when they released the Die Hard 4K Ultra HD disc, they just bundled it with the old 1080p release. So don't get your hopes up if you don't have the HDR, Ultra HD type of setup or whatnot. Probably only get it if you do have that setup, or just wait for the release date and see what the reviews are going to say about it in general. But I would probably put my thing on what I just said there about it not being remastered for the 1080p disc. But everything else is just going to be the same old features you had before. Nothing new in terms of bonus features. Going to have some 5.1 and 4.0 master audio DTS type of stuff. That's pretty much all there is to say there. But Lionsgate has released some titles that are going to be put out on September 25th, including American Psycho, which apparently the 1080p disc was not terribly impressive. So hopefully they've done a really good job to get it up to 4K standards and give you a nice high-end type of quality look of this wonderful type of film. And the Thomas Jane Punisher film and the Ray Stevenson Punisher Warzone are also getting the Ultra HD treatment on September 25th. And there's some rumors amongst Warner Brothers that Richard Donner's Superman the movie is potentially being remastered for Ultra HD 4K release for the 40th anniversary of the film. Just rumors, no official announcements, but it has been said on the digital bits that that is being worked on right now. So that's something that seems very much in line with what they've been doing over the last several months. They did the sort of 2K restoration of the extended TV cut last fall. They just put out the Supergirl Blu-ray, which people have been clamoring for years. So it seems very much on track for them to put this out by the end of the year and give it a nice solid treatment there. So definitely look forward to more information about that. But a little bit more DC Comics type of stuff is that Batman the Animated Series is being released on Blu-ray on October 16th. Now, so far we've only gotten details about this limited edition deluxe box set, which is limited to 30,000 copies, and apparently 2,000 have already been pre-ordered. But you're going to get every single episode of the series remastered from the animated series and the new Batman Adventures, as well as Batman Mask of the Phantasm and Batman Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, which you can say is a little bit unfortunate if you already went off and bought those discs to kind of show Warner Brothers, yeah, there's a market for you to be able to do this restoration. There's a lot of people who are going to want to buy it. So if you already bought those, you're probably going to be going up on eBay and selling them off. But you can get a new Heart of the Batman featurette, which runs 60 minutes long, which apparently is exclusive to the limited edition box set, but in general, you're going to get 10 archival featurettes poured over from the old DVD sets. You're not losing out on anything, including the 11 select audio commentaries that are put on those discs, as well as a deluxe art book, 7 lenticular art cards, and 3 Funko Pops if you're interested. But some people aren't quite as interested for the full frills and whatnot, even though it is very nicely priced, under $120 for this expansive set. But apparently there is sort of like an Amazon UK listing for a release coming out in France. It's about $70 US. That's going to be much more of a pared down release with just like regular Blu-ray keep cases and a slipcover. So people have been eyeing that a little bit, but we certainly got a lot of time between now and October 16th for Warner Brothers to maybe announce a more pared down release for people looking just to get the disc and not get all the other stuff they really don't have much of a use for if they're not much of a collector. You just want the discs. You'll be able to get that on October 16th, and hopefully, like I said, they'll announce a little bit more of a streamlined package here and there, so we'll see how that goes after the full rush of the limited edition box set goes off, and if they announce another one, some of those orders might kind of release down, so we'll see how that goes. And obviously what they did with the Mask of the Phantasm restoration, remaster, whatnot, was absolutely fantastic, and I don't doubt that the quality of this is going to be just as excellent. So I really look forward to this. I've had the DVD sets for a long time, that with Batman Beyond and the Justice League series and stuff like that, so I'm sure people will be very much wanting to get like the Superman animated series done next, and somewhere along the way Marvel's got to do that X-Men HD remaster whatnot for the 90s cartoon, so people would eat the hell out of that. So fantastic stuff going on here. So guys, let me know what is exciting you, what's getting you want to go on your wish list, your pre-orders, stuff like that, what really just like, that's awesome type of stuff. So a lot of stuff to talk about there with a whole wide array of titles. So it's going to get expensive, but it's going to be really rewarding too. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Be back soon. So take care. Bye-bye.